Hello and welcome to Stage 7 of the Singapore Grand Prix. I was just showing you there the tuning that I'm starting with. I also added 2 driver levels, so I'm at driver level 3, which I'll just show you that here. And my principal is still at nothing, and I will probably keep it that way. Alright, so first event is another average speed event, I think. Where is... Oh, there we go. Ha ha ha. There's the counter. Okay. It's another average speed event, and we also have to make our way through the field a little bit. Not really that difficult of a stage. It's just a matter of timing and not hitting the walls. Man, I hit that wall sometimes. That particular wall, it has magnets in it. That's just what I think. It's got magnets in the wall, and they suck the car in when you get too close. Not really, but I tell you, in a time trial, it feels like the walls have magnets in them. Just sucks your car in when you get a little bit too close. Okay, so still have another whole lap to go, as long as I am not too foolish. Woohoo! That is an interesting corner. It'd be 14. My goodness, can you ever take it wide and power it out? The bots don't. Oh, sorry, Vettel. Okay, well, I'm not doing the best job here with some of my overtaking zones, and I still have a fairly balanced car, so I think if I got this just right, I could keep it pinned. You might have noticed there, though, that I lifted just a pinch. Now, I'm not too concerned. I'll hit average speed again here. There we go. It just added up again. And then we have another nice speed run here, and I didn't clip that wall. That's another wall that I swear has got magnets in it. All right. No, I'm not saying magnets. Magnets. And you got to watch this. See that? I don't know why that happens. But, I don't know, it's really strange. If you're quite close to the bots at that section, it can be disastrous. Okay, my average speed is nice, and I just need to get past this next fellow. And that'll be about it for this stage. So again, though, I can't be... No, I love this section. I love this section heading to Anderson Bridge. 11, 12 are just lovely sections. I'm pitting you. Goodbye. That should be the end of that. So, corners 11, 12, heading into Anderson Bridge into the corner 13. In that section, I can usually get a clean overtake. There, a little bit of contact. I mean, that was excessive contact. Oh, no. And I've damaged my car substantially. I've lost my grip. Okay, so I'm going to have to get on the brakes early so I can, Oh, yeah. With that much damage, I've definitely got, Tier 2 damage, so my car's really suffering here. Oh, come on! Oh, good. I wasn't at the average speed requirement, and I was so close to the line. Okay, now, let's talk about stage 7.2. You might have seen I sent out a message. This is impossible, okay? It's impossible. So I'll show you this. The problem here is that there's only enough fuel for one lap. And you might say, oh, well, you just have to get it up the throttle and really coast and really save fuel. Well, I also have to get up to 6th position because that's a requirement. So watch. Watch how much coasting I do. It's a ridiculous amount of coasting. And I try to get creative and do all sorts of stuff. One thing I noticed is that the fuel counter, it doesn't care what your acceleration or your top speed is. So it's not a realistic fuel gauge because the faster you go, the more fuel you're burning, right? I mean, that makes perfect sense. Not in this game, and I understand that. There's only so much they can do. So here, I'm going to do a big cut here, trying to save some fuel so I can coast it for a while, because it doesn't care where I am, and you can see I gain nicely. Okay, that's a good strategy. That's 8th place. But if I drive too aggressively, then I'll run out of fuel. Here I can get drafting, that's giving me an advantage. So the counter is basically time-based, the amount of time you're on the accelerator. So if you have more acceleration and more top speed, the time on the pedal will allow you to go faster in the same time frame. But look how much fuel I've got left. And I've got a long ways to go, guys, with some long speed runs. And I have to get into 6th place. Not happening. So this is what the game changers can do for you sometimes, and the developers. We shared our concerns with them about how impossible this stage is, regardless of the amount of tuning and driver, and they very quickly issued a skip, which is so nice. And they also issued a skip for 5.3. which is basically seems impossible regardless of the tuning without skidding and doing acrobatics. So really cool. You guys get those skips. Check this out. I slapped on this tuning, maxed up my driver, bought all the principal I could, and it was still really impossible. I undid that setup, but I couldn't fully undo some of the tuning that I did because of other cloud saves. So from this point forward, I've got tuning 5, 7, 3, 4 with driver level 3, which is what I had at the beginning of this day. You actually start at driver level 1. So adding 2 drivers puts me at 3, and my principal still at nothing again. So this stage, it is still harder. Okay, so drafting stage 7,500 meters, and as you've heard me say, it's not. It's 7,500 cubits because you get 2.5 meters for every meter that you travel, and you still have 2 full laps to get this done. However, you'll notice that drafting only counts when you're going a certain speed, and I think it's going to be around 150, maybe even 140 kilometers an hour. Let's see if we can keep our eyes on that. Woohoo! Nick the wall! Okay, there we go. Nice. So there it's fully engaged. I'm going to get off the throttle early here. And there it didn't engage right away. So maybe it's set even higher for these stages. Well, there I wasn't close enough. Okay, here. Yeah. It looks like it's not kicking in till almost 200. That's kind of surprising. Or it could just be that it's really finicky, that I need to be perfectly behind him. That could be. Boy, there we go, though. It's adding up nicely. So, if you know Singapore, you know it's 5,067 meters. Oops. Well, that'll slow him down a little bit. So, 7,500 meters might have seemed daunting. It's absolutely not daunting because the counter doesn't work correctly. Don't hit the walls, man! Oh, boy. Still, I've got piles of time left, and I still have to pass him, but he's slow. I'm having to brake early for every single corner because of how he's driving. So, yeehaw. There we go. Look at that. Nice gain. Get hooked up for the draft. And get on the brakes early. Early! That's not early. Oops. Oh, nuts. Okay, now I'm suddenly back in 6th place. Okay, that's it. No more fooling around. This might get a little bit nasty. You might want to cover your eyes for a bit of this. I'm doing an illegal pass there, smacking him out of my way. There's all my drafting done. This could get nasty. Might not want to watch. I'll be nice. I'd rather set up, let's see, I'll do an inside overtake here. Maybe a little bit of a dump. Bump and dump, bump and dump. There we go. Okay, now it's just a matter of not being a doofus, trying to avoid the magnetic field hidden within the walls of Singapore. Yes, indeed, I do like to manipulate my voice and get a little bit silly with this sometimes. And I still managed to clip wall 13. It's a hard corner in chase view, but chase view is what I'm used to. Someone was mentioning that learning the track in bonnet view can be beneficial, and boy, that makes sense. Taking a look at this, I would be probably 2 car lengths deeper into the track. Helps you to see around corners. I'm not good at driving that way. Maybe too much contact there. I'm doing good. I've got a nice lead here. I can afford to relax a little bit. And there we go. I can slow down a little bit. 7.3 is in the bank. Let's get on to 7.4 and see what they have in store for us. Now, you might have noticed off-track doesn't matter for these ones, which is kind of funny. Oh my goodness, 123? Seriously? Wow. Okay. I'm not going to mess around. Doesn't say anything about not going off-track. So, baby, I'm going to go off-track. 123 is wow. And get to position 3. That's just one position, so we'll see where he is. This section here, if you learn to maximize this, you can shave so much time off your time trial. And the way you maximize it is to not do what I just did. Don't hit the walls like that. But we're going. We're just going to keep going. Okay, I am going to turn these first 3 corners into 1. And just slice-ity, 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 slice. Lovely. Just a tad bit illegal there, but oh well. Charles Leclerc. He's the driver I use for my Ferrari. And Charles, I'll be with you very soon. All this drafting's really sweet. That's a perfect section to catch some draft. I might even catch a little bit more here and then dump them off. Not with a lot of contact though. Oh, beautiful! I avoid the magnetic pole. That wall's one of my big nemesises. Nemesis? Nemesi? Nemesu? Oh well, you know what I'm saying. And if you don't, well, I'm sure some of you will let me know. Nemesis. Okay, Anderson Bridge, turn 13. Let's not hit the wall. Beautiful. Good job, man. And heading into 14, this is the one that the bots do not optimize. You can get some huge gains here. Drive out of this really nicely. And I am not worrying about Leclerc. I'm just going. Going. Especially since my clock is running out, man. Even with all those crazy things I did. Wow. Cut off track there a little bit. I have to lift here for just a skosh. Wow, I barely lifted at all. Come on, go. Oh, that felt way too close. I failed that stage a few times. Even with that off-track cut, that took me a while. I don't regret my tuning now. Okay, on to the final event. First, an outtake of this stage. Remember me warning about the section right here? Watch what happens. Wow, that is scary fast when it happened. Okay, here's the actual race without a horrible wreck. Although, I'm not promising that there won't be contact. My intent is to win this clean according to the rules. Well, the rules of Real Racing 3, like right there. Yeah, you're not supposed to hit the curbs that way. And that curb, boy, you hit that a little too far to the left and you are definitely off track. That's a dangerous curb to hit. I think the idea is not hitting that curb because it's massive. But anyways, here we go. Lovely thing about the Mercedes is they don't have good top speed. Now, that's a bit of a... Some people don't like it when I say that. They don't. They don't have great top speed. What they do have is incredible grip, incredible brakes, incredible acceleration. So, a Mercedes leaves the corner faster than pretty well every other car, but on a long speed run, that's where they have the disadvantage. So for the most part at Singapore, man, they have an advantage. And it's just, as a driver, you need, oh, nuts. As a driver, you have to learn how to take advantage of other cars' weaknesses. So, if you set up a speed run on a Mercedes on a longer section like this, or at the start-finish line, that's when you're going to really have a good chance. Or the other section that, there's two sectors, and there's two sections in Sector 1 there. So, let's see here. Let's see what I can do here. I'll probably end up setting up Hamilton in a similar spot. I don't think I'm going to get close enough to him on the start-finish straight, although we'll see. Like here, he's going to power away from me because of how he was able to take that corner. Oh my, did I way overcut that. That was off track. Man, I'm shocked I didn't go sliding out. I was off the throttle longer as a result. And then here, oh nuts. I really had to give something back there. I think that's legal. That's legal. If you go off track, you have to give back a position. I didn't pass Hamilton, but it was not my intention. Okay, I will not get as close to him this time, because holy smokes, does he have a temper. He totally destroyed me. Oh, this is going to be risky. Whoa, that was contact. Oh my, I'm surprised I didn't get myself turned. And the magnetic pull of the wall pulls me in again. Okay, heading into one of my favorite sections. Turn 10, setting up for 11, 12. I just love this section. I love the flow. And last time going down Anderson Bridge, at least for the Singapore Grand Prix. By the way, if you check that out in blimp view, there is some amazing footage there. You get to see the water around the bridge. It's really cool, actually. Okay, we're getting down to it. And then I'm going to get into my costs. Oh, come on, man. That just makes it all interesting. If I have another mistake here, then this is going again. Okay, I'm taking it easy. I will be sharing with you all my costs and all my earnings, and I'm a little nervous. Nope, I can slow down a little bit. I don't have to worry about it. I'm not doing anything crazy this time, guys. I'm just finishing. All right. So now, like I usually do, I will be getting into all of my earnings and all of my expenses, everything I spent. And if you're wondering, I'm definitely going to be choosing the Red Bull as a car. I was investing in the driver because I do plan to unlock the Invitational Series. I don't plan on maxing out this principal because I already have a maxed out McLaren and Mercedes. As promised, here are all of my earnings and all of my costs. And you can see my final tuning setup there. I mentioned there that I spent for 2 drivers and 0 on the principal. That's going to wrap us up. If you like this video, please press like, please subscribe. Thank you for joining me today. I've got piles of other videos you could find interesting, and we'll see you on the track.